Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos. Welcome to the Click. You smell astounding today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Today we are gently petting our support demons, but aside from that, we are looking for our one and only savior that I have heard is currently walking this earth. We are currently in search for Satan. And what better way to locate Satan than to look at memes online from r/FoundSatan. Welcome to r/FoundSatan, where we try to really narrow down who the real Satan is. So I do hope you are happy to come along on this journey with me. We haven't done like Satan stuff in way too long. We need more satanic shit on the channel again. That is beautiful. So I do hope that you enjoy it. Let's get into it, shall we? Son has second thoughts about running away.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
Be safe.
It's a very casual runaway. Just like, toodles, Dad. Is he gonna take the car? He stopped. Tantrum starting. 3, 2, 1.
What happened? What happened? What's wrong?
Oh, it was a very brief runaway. Oh, you don't want to go? Oh, it was so sad. It was such a long and scary runaway. This reminds me of my fat cat. When he really wants to go outside, when he goes and almost tears the door down by himself, and then you let him out, he takes 2 steps and then realizes, nah, the couch is more comfortable, and then he comes back inside right away. He just wants you to open the door for him for no reason. Such a spoiled brat.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Is that
sir.
a pickle? Is that a giant pickle?
Yes, sir. Keep going.
Oh, I like that.
Keep going.
Oh my god.
Keep going.
Oh my god.
Almost there. You covered tip down.
Oh, cover.
Keep going.
This is gonna ruin some poor kid's day. Here you go, kiddo. Free ice cream. Oh boy, this is the best day ever. Munch. This suddenly turned into the worst day ever. This is why I have trust issues.
Out of any phone call with this one trick.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god!
And then I guess the next step is to also turn the phone off, so when they try to call again after this, like, this phone is turned off, no signals are going there, so it really sounds like the phone is literally broken. That is absolutely beautiful. Wow, what a ways to traumatize loved ones. Proposal. We make all men's shirts like this until they give us pockets. Oh my god, I think it's difficult enough sometimes. Like these buttons especially are a pain in the ass, okay? But this is a different type of hell, okay? It's perfectly fair. Don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fair. But goddamn, is it satanic? No!
It looked all blurred.
Say again?
All of it looks blurred.
That'll happen.
All the way from the green all the way up to the top.
Yep, okay. So what I want you to do is, can you read this line right here?
Oh my god.
Third one.
Well,
the fourth one.
Try and read.
Oh my god, I have 2 sticks!
Okay, which stick? Because you got 2 of them.
Say that again.
Which stick? Because you had 2. Oh my gosh, you only got 1 stick. Oh my gosh, that's
Oh, were you
crazy.
seeing 2?
Yes.
It's a distance thing.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, so-
that's scary.
It's happening to a lot of people.
Oh my gosh.
It's the blue light. Yeah.
Oh my god.
This would freak me out if someone did this to me. Oh my god.
Put in one, bang. Let me just take another space.
Oh my goodness.
So you saw a blurring, a ghosting, and
It was like, it was 2 sticks.
it looked like 2 sticks. That's what's happening a lot with that light. The blue light will, if put in too long, you're going to start to see double.
This is such a good prank, though. This is such a good prank.
Which one of these lines is the easiest one for you to read?
Oh my god, am I tripping now? It look like you got on 2 ties. And
Okay, you know what that is?
Oh my god!
and 2
Oh my god!
That'll clear up. Don't even worry about it.
Crazy.
It's a distance thing.
Oh my god.
Your
And the
eyes
glasses
will
too.
be about 45 minutes.
This is like a legit good pranks though, because no one is hurt. It's just like a brief period of flabbergasting, followed by what I'm assuming is everyone is just having fun and laughing about it. If someone did this to me, I would freak out, and then I would just laugh my butt off. This is like a genuinely good thought-through prank. I was fully expecting the dude to go out and then just come in with like a twin brother in the end and be like, oh yeah, no, there's only one doctor. Be like, what? Oh, that is so good. That is so good. This beats all those like rage-baity TikTok pranks by miles. Ah, Satan is on vacation on Earth and he is working as an eye doctor. Isn't that beautiful? I visited a gun shop in India once and had us use the bathroom. Inside was a portrait of a naked man with a thick wooden board covering where his private part would be. Curiosity got the best of me and I tried to lift the board. It let off an air horn throughout the whole store. They should also add a voiceover to it. Beep, beep. Penis peeking alert. Penis peeking alert. Bathroom 4. Bathroom 4. Oh my god. Install some red lights as well. And then it's all the way there, baby.
If you have a problem,
You broke the law.
Lady, I didn't break the
You
law.
went down a private dock.
Oh my god, I broke the law. I took a wrong turn.
Oh my god, he can stretch really well.
I took a wrong turn and I went down a dock. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the f is going on?
This is amazing. Oh my god. We all need to collectively deal with Karens in this way. This is so good. I mean, isn't this how they genuinely want people to react? Excuse me, it took a wrong turn. Oh, smite me, oh lord.
Oh, forgive me. Oh.
I am so flabbergasted the Karen hasn't left yet. The sheer, I don't know, entitled willpower to stick around when something like this happened. If this happened to me, you know, if I had a slip-up and had a Karen moment when I'm like, actually, you're not supposed to drive that way, or whatever, and someone did this as like a tantrum sarcastic response, I would be like, huh. And then I just like walk away, pretend nothing happened. Oh, that is amazing. My dad used to do similar things when my brother and I threw fits as kids. Just throw one along with us. It was always so perturbing that we would immediately stop. Even in public. That is hilarious. In public, at Thanksgiving dinner, whatever. Man loved a good tantrum. Grow old, not up. You know, having kids can very much be seen as an excuse to just, like, play with toys again and that kind of stuff. It's amazing when kids reach the age when they're, like, excited about Pokemon and that kind of stuff, because you can whip out your old collection. And I suppose this adds to it. This is just an excuse to have, like, toddler tantrums again, even though you're an adult. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, let's see. I think my hair is, like, glowing too much in this specific place. I think I fixed it. Holy hair click. Yes, indeed. Whoever painted this rock to look like a finger, frick you! That is so cursed. It reminds me of that person that was planting fake fossils. So they have like these rocks that are made from some cement kind of thing that looks sort of legit like a rock, and they put fake fossils and like little fairies and stuff, and then just put it together, and then put it on beaches for people to find and freak out when they see this fossil of stuff that isn't actually real. So this reminds me a lot of that. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Are you serious? Tell your father what you just told me.
Well, stopped with the toilet again, and it was too big to go down, so I just had to grab it, put it in the bag.
What?
So there's turds in that bag.
Just one, but...
Oh my god. And I can also, like, see in front of me how this played out. Did you get, like, you know, a tool to get the poop out of the toilet if you put it in the bag? Or did you grab it with your hand, kind of like you would grab a big sausage? Or how did you get it into the bag? Or did you, like, use the bag as when you pick up dog poo and fold it inside out and then grab it and then do, like, this kind of maneuver? Which method was utilized here? I mean, I'm assuming there is no actual poo in the bag. But, like, hypothetically, if it were to happen, how would you pick up your clogged poo from the toilet? Imagine you're over at, like, a date's house and you clog their toilet and you're embarrassed about it. And you need to put it in a bag. Oh my god. I would probably just jump out the window at that point. If you could permanently change the price of something to $1, what would it be? Remember when breathing was free? Ooh, that is so nice. Isn't that a Doctor Who episode? When they're out in space on like an abandoned space station and like oxygen costs money. So you're forced to work, and if you stop working and stop making money, you can't afford to breathe and you just die. That is absolutely beautiful.
I got my oil changed today.
Today?
Yeah.
That you don't have to do that for another month. You're not due for another month.
How do you know that?
Because I took your car last time.
Why is it $500 to get your oil changed?
500?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Is that not right?
$500?
Yeah.
You just got your oil changed?
Yeah.
Where? Do you have a receipt?
No. Total spent $1,000 because they had me do like the premium air for my tires.
Premium air?
Yeah. Okay.
Premium
did I get
air?
Ripped off? Did I get ripped off or something?
Premium air.
Yeah.
Premium air, we take jars up onto the mountains and we collect fresh mountain air to put in your tires. It costs $5,000 per jar of air. Ooh.
Obviously, this person is pranking the individual driving. I love how expressive they are. This is an amazing little video. This is so good. You see, this is how you do pranks. Just brief moments of flabbergastedness, but no one actually gets hurt. This is how you do it. I told my gym teacher that GYUT means go, you athletic teens. So he screamed it when the girls what? Oh my god. I suppose the positive side is that, you know, the school board doesn't know what it means either, I guess, but holy what was the reaction of the class when this was like a thing? Did they brush it off as like, oh wow, this boomer teacher is trying to be hip and down with the kiddos? Or was it just like, wow, this is a creepy dude? I want to know what the reaction was. Squat 1, squat 2, GYUT! Yeah, yes indeed, that can backfire quite quickly, can it?
It's 2 turds for the price of 1.
Oh, look at that, they're fighting for the... Did you just bite your other head? So none of you can get the food? Oh, they're not really working that great together. Look at that! Look at that, he's just like, no, you can't have the food. If I can't have the food, no one can. It goes to the same tummy. For God's sake. Oh, there we go, finally it worked out. I think there is something poetic here to be said about, like, the egocentrism of humanity, for example. Oh, I can't have this thing, well, you can't either. But it goes to the same tummy, it's for all our benefit. No! No food for you! And then we all starve. I feel like there is something beautiful and poetic here, but I haven't quite refined it yet. Oh, God. One thing I want to invent in the future, hear me out here, I want to invent a USB cable that just doesn't fit. You know how in USB cables, whichever way you put it in the first time, it just doesn't fit, and you have to flip it at least 2 times. You know, that is so wild, right? It's like, oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, it doesn't fit either. Now it fits. But then you invent it so it doesn't fit from any angle, and you just see someone going absolutely insane for 25 minutes when they're like flipping it back and forth, and nothing works. This will be my torture method. You know, if I ever lock someone in a basement and I want to, like, extract sensitive information from them, I will just put them there with their phone, 1% battery, and a charger that is botched and a USB specifically doesn't fit, and just watch them go insane and slowly break their mental state. Oh, glory. I get excited just thinking about it. Making a drink, but we don't know what the person before put in.
That I don't trust them, so I'm putting in lemonade.
Okay, so just some lemonade, that's safe.
Hi, my name's Tyler, and I'm gonna put in Poppy because I feel like Allie's gonna put in a lot of liquor.
Okay.
Try to play it safe.
Hey, I'm Arthur, and I'm putting in lemonade.
Okay.
Allie just got dumped, and I can tell she's trying to go hard tonight.
Okay.
So...
Hi, my name is Mark, and I'm going to be putting in some Sprite.
So far, it's only sodas and lemonades. It's very safe. I don't think there's any alcohol in there so far. That's good.
My name is Mary, and I'm gonna put in some OJ because I'm kind of scared of Allie.
Everyone is scared of Allie.
Hi, it's Allie.
Okay, that's Allie.
It's been a long-ass week, so we're gonna do some Everclear.
Oh. Oh my god.
What the f?
Tasty.
Oh my god! Holy Everclear!
For the non-drinkers here, is Ollie's pick like 55% or something? I actually don't know. Everclear, is it like absinthe or something like that? I need to Google this. Hold on. Everclear liquor. Everclear is a brand name of rectified spirit, also known as grain alcohol and neutral spirit, produced by the American company Luxco, formerly known as blah 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 blah. It's made from grain and is bottled at 60%, 75.5%, 94.5%, and 95%. Okay, so it's kind of like absinthe. That is absolutely beautiful, so super strong. I tried, what do you call it? I don't even know the English word for it. Läkarsprit, which is like doctor's alcohol. It's as strong as it can basically get before it just turns into gas. And it's like 95% or something like that. It almost tasted warm and soft. It's such a weird experience. Granted, I didn't drink a lot because I don't have a death wish, but that was certainly an experience. And I imagine this is something similar, but at least they had a little bit of soda in it. So good for you. Yeah, at least they all predicted it quite nicely. I am not saying you should, but I'm also not saying you shouldn't. So you put this little ski mask on the car and then it looks like this. That's actually a pretty good way of making sure your car doesn't get stolen. But you can probably do this with different things, right? You can put different sort of masks and hats on the car seats to make it look like there's always someone there. You know, it's equivalent to leaving a light on when you're not home so it doesn't look like your house is abandoned for burglars. You know, stuff like that. This is the equivalent of that, but with your car.
Wait, guys, it just fell off. This fell off. This fell off. This fell off. This fell off.
Maybe this is something that you can pay extra for. Imagine you go to the amusement park and you're like, I'm so used to like the G-forces, I'm a little bit bored about the rides, and then you pay extra for like a surprise, right? And it's always stuff like this, you know, people are like pranking you and you think something is gonna happen, but it doesn't, to get that extra adrenaline and that sort of thing. It's like a hidden surprise. I think it would only work once. You just pay for a hidden surprise and then it's stuff like this at every ride you go to. Wouldn't that be amazing? You just get pranked and shocked and flabbergasted. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? You just get pranked and flabbergasted all through your visit. Welcome to Satan's amusement park. It's maybe more for like the park owner's amusement than for your amusement, perhaps. But maybe it's still a memorable experience. Trauma is just negative nostalgia. Isn't that great? This just looks like a normal ball. A ball that will piss off artists. Oh, because the shading is all wrong. The light is coming from one direction and is casting the shade on the left side of the ball, but the shadow on the ground is on the right. Yeah, that's painful to watch. This looks like a bad Photoshop. This is usually what bad Photoshops looks like, when the lights are just all over the place. How do I get it? Oh my god! Yeah, sometimes delivery drivers don't really think it through, do they? This reminds me of the time when someone had a really long package delivered, and the driver put it like underneath their handle on the door, so you can't open the door. They were literally locked inside their apartment. And the driver was probably like, yeah, I'll just put this under here so it doesn't fall over, you know, so it's like stuck in place. It's a safe spot, right? But they just locked the people inside the apartment. They had to call a neighbor to get out. I guess this is like a similar scenario. Imagine having to call your neighbor so they can get your drink off the handle. Gorgeous. Sending this to my mom so she can drive my little brother crazy. Gen Alpha Slang. Slang translation. Riz, charisma. Riz up, flirt with. Sigma male, cool guy. Giga Chad, very cool guy. What the Sigma? What the heck? You've got that Sigma male grind set. You got that cool guy mindset. This is like when Livy Dunn rizzed up Baby Gronk. This is like when Livy Dunn flirted with Baby Gronk. My son is 14, and I talk to him like this all the time, and sometimes I swear I can hear him cringe so hard, his bones creak. I think this is the best way to like threaten your kids into compliance, okay? If your kids are misbehaving, it's not like they get grounded. You don't take away their allowance or don't allow them to see friends or something like that. You just tell them calmly, Timmy, I will confidently use slang around your friends until you start behaving. And then you just go pick them up from school and be like, whoa, what's up, my Ohio Rizzlers? Yeah, squad famine. And, you know, they're just gonna cringe to death and they will never misbehave ever again. I think that is a beautiful threat. We're just sitting on a bench, sliding out wet paint. Okay, just planted it there. Very beautiful. Okay, starting to like, oh my god. Oh, and the other guy's like shocked. And oh my god, he only painted his pants. This is so good. Oh my god, this is amazing. I enjoy that prank. It's amusing and no one gets hurt. R/nice pranks. Shame the sub looks dead. Guess people only do shitty pranks nowadays to get more views. Yeah, it's all like rage baiting. It's such a shame. I remember like 20 years ago when pranks used to be like legitimately fun. Or the pranks involved more about like embarrassing yourself, you know, for reaction. You do something silly or something very unusual or something that is very obviously like a silly thing, you know. I remember when pranks used to be just not attacking or harassing people in public. It's not even pranks. It's just like, oh, let's attack this poor dude. And film the reaction. Ooh, what a prank.
Sometimes I call the number on the dog missing posters and just bark. That is so evil. Oh my god, this is so evil I can't even, like, condone it. This is just evil. Oh my god! They even have a sprayer in the dog! Oh, that is terrifying! How much does this cost? Oh! They even have a radio controller. Oh my god, they can chase people around with this. This is so beautiful. How much does this cost? I'm asking for a friend. My wife says word searches are too easy, so I made her this abomination. A rearer, area, and it's not even in a alphabetical order. And there's always one letter off. This is awful. Oh my god. Oh my god, this... God! I wonder if this gets better or worse with dyslexia. Probably worse. Okay, we plant a little bread piece. Okay, the ant sniffed it and going off to get his friends. And just replaced it with a piece of wood. And now all the ants are coming to pick up the food, and they're just like, oh, it's just a piece of stick. That is so sad. That is so sad. Think about the poor ant that is going to be ostracized by all his buddies. Come on, Ant Steve. This is the third time this week you told us you found food, and it's just a stick. God, Steve, you always do this. I don't think I would ever say the sentence gaslighting an ant out loud, but here we are. Thanks, Satan. Coffee shop. People next to me are loud and rude. They just found the perfect name for their new business. I just bought the domain name. You see, you should always be careful about being a dork in public because sometimes karma is very instant and very satisfying, and it can come from directions where you least expect it. Sometimes when I'm bored, I put these stickers onto PayPal Tower dispensers. Voice activated. Say loudly, paper towel now. You can also add something more embarrassing as the voice line. Oh, I just pooped myself. Maybe that will be less believable. Maybe this is the safe bet.
Gabriel, the police are here. Why are you whispering? Because something's gonna happen. When he said that, I'm like, oh, I gotta freaking let him have it now. I said, oh my God, Frankie, they found me. What do you mean, Gabriel? I gotta go, Frankie. I gotta go take care of your mom for me, okay? I love you.
Oh
I love
my
you.
God.
No! I gotta go, Frankie. And I saw the officer. I said, pretend you're arresting me. I want to freak out my kid. No problem. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. I can't reach. Just hold my hand. Walk me to the car. Just walk me to the car. Come on, just walk me to the car. He doesn't know the difference, dude. Just walk me to the freaking car. Come on.
My God. Poor
I get to the cop car. He throws me in the back seat, right, and slams the door. And I ask him, is it okay if I yell out the window to freak out my kid? You want to use the microphone? Yeah! Freaking. Here you go, sir. And he hands me the microphone, and I said, Frankie, this is the police. We have your father. We're coming back for you in 1 hour.
This is the kind of pranks that only work on your kids because they don't have like the analytical ability yet to like know it's fake. Oh my God, it's like the whole Santa Claus thing. Is that basically just a wholesome prank, but against kids that are like 5 years or younger? That is mind-boggling. I'm looking forward to being Santa again this year. Last year I was Santa for my nephew, and he was a little bit freaked out at first that this old bearded dude was walking into the house, until he realized the old bearded dude gave him free shit. And then it was super fun. So yeah, I think it's gonna have good memories about it. The frick did I miss? I am making an AI that plays Counter-Strike. If you succeed, you will be rich. Crybabies will buy access to it wholesale. I'm gonna make it open source after a while to watch it all burn. Let it burn! Ooh, that is actually quite fun. Cash in and then just burn it all down. That's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Satan bought himself a little chopper. Here we go. Oh, look at all the happy beachgoers. Not so happy anymore, is it? Take that, silly beachgoers. You're on vacation? Well, suck that. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I wonder if they actually have business there, or if they're just doing this kind of on purpose. They just drove her like extra slow, just like, yeah, let's get it, baby. Commenting, I am a lucky man, on other people's GF posts.
That is so evil. Oh my god, that is so evil. This reminds me of that video of the dude that was just bored, so he sent flowers to his neighbor that just said like, I miss you, I wish I could see you again soon, Laura, heart, heart. And then the wife sees the flowers at the front door from Laura, like to the husband's like other flirt or something, and they just freak out. Maybe the video was fake, it's very likely it's just a skit, but it reminds me of that. Isn't it beautiful, creating chaos just because? The genie looking at me after my second wish is to cure all blind people, but they each have to pay me a monthly subscription. This is not even that far-fetched from reality. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a thing in like 10 years. You know how this is already a thing in like cars and stuff? When you're like, oh, you can have a radio in your car, but you have to pay a monthly subscription because eat ass, you bought the car, but it's not really yours or whatever, or it is yours, but you can't use it without this additional subscription. It's gonna be the same thing. Oh, gee, here are some new, like, cyborg eyeballs. Absolutely amazing. But if you actually want the data to transfer to your brain, you have to pay for the software subscription. The world is heading in a beautiful direction, is it not? Oh, if we expand on that a bit further, you can like create a full dystopian universe about this, like a full-on movie or a book. Imagine in the future, say in like 50 or 100 years, you get to a scientific point where you can replace your organs that are failing with artificial ones. Oh, your heart is starting to fail, now you have a badass cyborg heart that is 5 times as strong and doesn't wear out and, you know, all that kind of stuff, but is also tied to a subscription. So if you are broke or can't pay your subscription, your heart just stops. Isn't that absolutely amazing? And then they slowly start jacking up the prices and people start dying and the whole world collapses because the economical crisis that is caused by these subscription services and all bodies are suddenly failing because everyone used to be immortal, but now they're no longer immortal because their subscription runs out. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. That could actually be a good movie, couldn't it not? Who does it? Every evening a pepper falls down the chimney. I worship the Lord and have never made an enemy. Who is doing it? I have one-of-a-kind relationship with Christ. He has harmed people for me. He can find you in any town, and I suggest you end your campaign. Let's talk about this. And we have to blur out the number in the edit, otherwise this is going to be a disaster, but... That is amazing. I also love the twist where it's like, I go to church, so Jesus is my personal hitman. That's an interesting chapter from the Bible, indeed.
Unnecessary Amazon purchase. If you need a fun way to prank your friends, then just get this fake no-tear toilet paper. Just change out the toilet paper in their bathroom and wait for the next person to go number 1 or number 2. They will go to use the toilet paper and it literally won't tear.
This reminds me so much of like the prank toy items you could buy back in the 90s and early 2000s. I guess they're still around, but maybe they're not as popular. And it was always stuff like this. You know, it was birthday cake candles you literally couldn't blow out. It was stuff like this, you know, stink bombs, those little electric things in your hand. All kinds of these weird prank items that were relatively harmless, but just very funny. It reminds me so much of that. This was like a huge nostalgia trip. I told my niece I would give her $100 if she beats getting over it. Her reaction after falling all the way down is priceless. This is just a screenshot of the video. It has like the little play button, but it's on... Talk about Satan activities. Okay, I found the actual video. Playing it 3, 2, 1. Ah, it's getting there. It's getting there. God, it's so frustrating to watch this game. I just feel certain parts of my body clenching that I didn't know could clench. Oh my god, this must rage. Oh god!
Was that close to the end?
I don't want to spoil it for the kiddo, but this goes on for quite a while. That is not close to the end. I was so close to the end. She has no idea how tall it goes, does she? Nope, lol. Show her a speedrun and then pretend it's you playing. Record this. Oh my god. That is like the next level trolling. That is so beautiful. Please do this. Please do it. For the sake of everyone, please do this. Tom's Diner, 1 side mashed potatoes, 1 chick tenders basket, 1 stupid question! The waiter, I'm gonna do what is called the pro gamer move. If I got this on my receipt, I would probably just be embarrassed enough and just pay it quietly so I can leave. This is why we don't sleep in at our house. It's very necessary. And you just know that this is like 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday or something. You just know this is early in the morning on a weekend. That is amazing. This reminds me of a neighbor I have sometimes that insists on starting the lawnmower at like 6 in the morning, and then they go at it for like 15 minutes so the whole neighborhood wakes up, and then they just stop. It reminds me of that, but even more useless. God damn it. The bathroom door says men from the outside, but from the inside it says women spelled backwards, so you think you're in the wrong bathroom. That's the evilest thing I can imagine. I just imagine the amount of people like leaving the bathroom in a huff, being like, oh, wait a second, it doesn't. No. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pranking. Hell yes. It's just basic uncle behavior. One of my uncles was the source of my fear for window panes at dark for years. He taped a ghost silhouette on it and flashed the car's high beam at me. Oh my god. She will remember this forever. Please! I just tried to remove the card. Oh, there we go, it's over. I need to start having tantrums like this when I lose board games and stuff like that. When I'm playing D&D with my friends and the enemy rolls a crit, I'm like... I'm struggling in this clip to see, like, who is Satan? Who is Satan, right? Because at first glance, I'm thinking, like, okay, the kid is Satan because it's being a spoiled little poo-poo that is just screaming and having a tantrum. But then, of course, the other people are, like, playing into it and making it worse and, like, dragging it out. So everyone is just a little bit of Satan. It makes sense, though. Maybe Satan is, like, an inheritable trait. Maybe it's, like, genetics. I remember reading a tweet a while ago that talked about the Satan gene. So maybe that's really a thing, huh? You're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing? 20 pages of the last chapter of each book. Or like 1 out of every pair of socks. That's my favorite classic. r/lucid dreaming. Have you ever caught a stranger doing reality checks? And I whispered while bypassing him, still dreaming. r/FoundSatan. God, that is so evil. Or you do something that is like so unbelievable and looks so weird, like a visual illusion or something like that. It makes them think they're still dreaming. That is so evil. That is so evil. Legal but unhinged. Enter the elevator and not turning around. Not closing your eyes while getting your hair. Oh no. No. And you also have to stare them directly in the face. Sitting to eat with a stranger. Is this how you make friend? Sitting next to a couple to watch a movie. Ah, yes indeed. Or you insist on sitting in the middle. Excuse me, I think it's my seat. Can you scooch? That is amazing. That is so good. I think my favorite is the elevator because it's so small, so casual, right? It's one tiny body movement, not just turning around, but it becomes this huge thing that just stands out and becomes incredibly awkward. I love stuff like that you don't even think about because it's such a tiny thing that we just take for granted, but as soon as you don't do it, it just becomes incredibly cursed. Oh, that is beautiful. Getting laid off tomorrow. They don't know that I know. What should I do to make this as uncomfortable as possible for my employer? Cupcake, because you're celebrating closing on the new house yesterday. And you just found out you're expecting twins. Ooh. Family of 5 possibly burning alive in the parking lot. Dodgers organist. Start a fire, I'm gonna start a fire. I think we've reached a point in this timeline we're in where we just see so much shit every single day because of the internet and social media and stuff. Like all the bad news everywhere in the world is constantly bombarding you. So we're just desensitized to the point of like, look, there's a burning car in the parking lot. What song would go good with this? It's not even taken seriously anymore. This timeline is absolutely messed up. Answer keys to an exam that my students are taking right now. Oh no. Oh no, I have legit joked about this in videos in the past that if I ever make like a quiz like this, all the answers are gonna be like B, and then I see people freak out because every answer can't be B, and all the questions are like easy, so like you start second guessing yourself all the time. That is so evil. They actually did it. The mad lad actually did it. Asking a stranger, can you make sure nobody takes my bag, while pointing to someone else's bag? That is the most evil thing ever. Oh my god. The absolute chaos that will ensue. This is what 15 years of experience looks like. Okay, it's like a candy... Oh my god! This is what they mean when they have those job listings, when they say that you need 15 years of experience. Is so you can solve stuff like this. This would be a great, like, inspirational video in a corporate context. At least it beats, like, the... here's the wolf pack with the alphas in the front. Don't mind that this picture's been debunked 1,000 times, but... I mean, this beats it. This beats it because it's kind of funny. Yeah? Man, I should start, like, a LinkedIn channel, shouldn't I? That would be absolutely amazing. It would all just be bullshit, but at least it would be funny. Fill a bunch of blow-up dolls with helium and release them and watch these people lose their minds thinking they missed the rapture. This is those people from the math problems, you know? When you go to the store and be like, you buy 110 lemons, how much does that cost? But instead it's like, you buy 2,500 blow-up dolls to fake the rapture. This is the person from the math examples. I swear to God. Oh my god. Oh, that's the most expensive, scratchy thing you could have faked. Oh. You know, I think cats are as entitled as they are for evolutionary reasons. Back in the day, when cats moved into our settlements and stuff like 1,000 years ago, they would eat all the rats and stuff that would otherwise eat, you know, our food and that kind of thing that we were drying and saving for winter, right? So the cats became so entitled because we were dependent on them to the extent where we allowed them to be little assholes, because otherwise we would literally starve because the rats would just eat our food. And that has just, like, stayed the same forever, and for some reason we still love them, even though in reality they're just entitled little piece of shit. I mean, I have a cat myself. I love him. I have to give him insulin every single day because he has diabetes. And he's also fat. And very big. He weighs like 13 kilos. He's like a 30-pound cat. And he's not even that chunky. He's just huge. And we still love him somehow. He barfed 3 times on the floor this week. And I'm like, oh, well, cutie, I'll wipe that right up. Man, I wish I was a cat. I wish I was a cat. I think if you're good in this life, you're gonna be reincarnated as a f***ing cat. r/crazy ideas. It's a bit cruel to kill off animals for our desire to eat. But if we cut off a piece of meat from the pig every day when we're hungry, then let the wound heal. Then we can have infinite amount of pork supply for the next 20 years, and the pig won't get brutally cut. So, like, if we want to eat ham, we can cut off the ham part of the pig, and if we want the loin, we can cut the loin off the pig, and so on. Then they will still be alive. I think at this point it's probably better to just kill it. Imagine keeping an animal alive just to, like, butcher its body parts over and over and over again. This is like maintaining consciousness just for, like, the sake of torture. I do remember that this has been a scene in some horror movie or, like, some post-apocalyptic movie or something, when they just hang people in, like, a basement but keep them alive so the meat is fresh. You know, it's awful. It's awful. This is not particularly ethical, fam. I also love how the username is Unsociable Satan. Okay, that adds up though. That completely adds up.
Let's make the world's strongest cup of coffee with the world's strongest cup of coffee with the world's strongest cup of coffee.
Are you just pouring water directly into the...
Add your hot water and mix that up, and then you'll add the coffee to the second container.
Okay, that's already
mix that up.
Ton of coffee.
With the third container, you'll add some water to bring the volume down just a bit, and you'll add the coffee mixture to the third container.
Oh.
I'll add that to a cup, and let's give it a try.
Oh, that's amazing. You take one sip and your heart explodes. And these cans, you know, every single one of these cans last you like a month. Normally you would take like a spoonful of this and put it in a whole cup of water and stir it in. So even the first one alone is like a ridiculous amount of coffee for one serving. And then you have triple that. It looks like syrup, or maybe more like tar. It looks like tar with caffeine. Tasty. Ooh, maybe that's actually good business. You know, for all the people that drink a lot of coffee, I'm gonna open a cafe that's called Caffeinated Tar. And it's just stuff like this. And eventually people get so addicted to caffeine that they can't have normal coffee, because this is the only thing that does the trick, because their caffeine resistance is through the roof. And you just buy like these espresso shots that look like tar.
Oh, phooey, huh? You know, boy, each time you cuss, an angel dies. Oh, yes, Paul. Great, now keep them coming, boy. We gotta lower his guards' defenses before Mimo gets to them. Any day now.
I also love how the cross is upside down. Oh, that's so beautiful. Happy Roadkill does amazing webcomics. Hell yes. God, today I ID'd an old dude buying booze, and he pulled out a fake ID with an Elvis pic, then laughed and pulled out a matching one, but with Curly from the Three Stooges on it. And I'm like, okay, please. And he finally pulled out his real license. His legal name was Steve Sinner. That was the devil. That is so good. Where you get a fake ID so you can appear younger instead of older at a certain point. Man, at what age does that happen? At what age do you go from having a fake ID so you can get into places to having a fake ID so you can appear as younger because you're having a crisis? At what age does that happen? Asking for a friend?
You know what these are? These are Aztec Death whistles, and I'm gonna test out each one's sound in this long tubular echo chamber.
Okay.
Lower the volume, get ready. First two, white and black, because we don't discriminate. Whistle one.
Oh my god, that is amazingly terrifying.
That was way better. I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. Whistle 3.
I need to get some of these. This is amazing.
8.9 out of 10. Pretty good. And the last but not least, whistle 4. Seven out of 10, sounds like a pterodactyl. You guys aren't familiar? Aztecs used to use these death whistles 10 million years ago during the Paleolithic era to scare away T-Rexes and all other sorts of big dinosaurs. And that's why the dinosaurs went extinct, due to sheer fear from the Aztecs.
I was like, wait, 10 million? Okay, messed up a 0, but then it just keeps going. Okay, that's absolutely amazing. That's my favorite conspiracy of the day. Dinosaurs were wiped out because of heart attacks, because of Aztec death whistles. Man, these whistles are incredibly badass, though. Can you imagine just, like, walking through tough terrain or a jungle and you start hearing these things around you? That'd be absolutely terrifying. That's a horror movie coming to life. Oh my god, I can see why these were used. Holy shite. 5 stars. Looks real. These are great. Looks like it's lit and has people wanting to tell you to put it out. I work in an oil refinery and people are going insane. Worth every penny. Yeah, this is like those old-fashioned joke items that you used to buy in toy stores. That is amazing.
So my little monkey rat brother keeps covering my view every time I drive him, so as his amazing older sister, Tech Joyce, I made a device that shocks him whenever his head is detected. Joyce, take invention. First I grabbed a high voltage transformer and a 9-volt battery. Designed and 3D printed a case for it, taped it together, and this was what I was left with. Then to make this invention safe, I added a safety switch by absolutely mutilating a switch and soldering it to the battery. Lastly, I grabbed my Arduino Nano, my ultrasonic sensor, and my relay, and coded it to activate the zapper whenever the ultrasonic sensor detected something less than 20 centimeters away.
I like the Vine sound.
I added it to my car and it was time to test it.
Alright guys, so I set it up, and now if I flip on this switch right here, and if my hand is close enough to that sensor there, it should turn on the zapper.
Oh my god.
Okay guys, now that it's all set up, it's time to invite my monkey rat brother into the car. What is this?
This is my new invention. Okay, so you know how every single time I drive, you like cover my view?
Yeah?
Yeah, I dare you. Do it. Do it again.
Sure, why not?
I also love how the first thing he does is try it. That is such a sibling thing to do. I dare you to do. Alright, you're on. I mean, you would think that he sort of expected it to be a little bit rigged when you have like cables running to a literal electric chair in your car and be like, try it, Birch. And he does. Oh, that is just a beautiful content, is it not? When you tell your little brother that breathable means pretty, and he calls your aunt breathable during Christmas dinner, oh my god.
Hey, aunt. That's a very nice new hair color. You look very submissive and breathable.
I hate myself that I'm laughing at this.
My boyfriend purposefully hid my phone from me for a full day so I would lose my 1,318-day snap streak with my ex.
Man, I'm so glad I don't have Snapchat. Oh my god. Oh. No. Oh. Oh! It's even worse if it's cash. Even worse if it's cash or rare Pokemon cards. That's the worst thing. I did that once as a kid. I put... Oh my god. I put a Pokemon card in the washer. And then all the carton came off. But like the shiny sparkly part in the front was there as like a thin piece of plastic paper. So I tried to like glue that on top of a piece of carton to fix it. Didn't work out particularly well. Oh, this is why I always find shit in my shoes. Oh. No, don't. No. Oh! I swear to God, some of this stuff is just what cats would do if they had arms. Oh my god, this is literally what my cat would do if he had thumbs. Oh my god, that brings me some, like, I don't know, some hypothetical trauma. That is awful. Customer concerned of a whistling noise when in motion. I am no tech, but it could very well be that your friend zip-tied a frickin' harmonica to the underside of your truck, bro. That is so evil. But also kind of this kind of prank that is a bit harmless, you know? I mean, of course they have to waste a bit of time and go into the shop, or I guess check it themselves, but that is just so funny. I love that. Thanks, Satan. Well, laddies, lasses, and lassos, I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed having you here in our search for the one and only Satan. Yes, indeed. Subscribe for more Satan, you wonderful, beautiful being, and I will see you in the very near future. Have an amazing rest of your day because you deserve it, and bye-bye. Mwah.